Hello, everybody. We are live here in another live mini masterclass. My name is Terry Schilling. You guys are probably watching this in the Facebook Copy Co-op community or on my YouTube channel. So hello to everybody tuning in live. To all the replay watchers, thank you for tuning in. I hope this video is going to be super helpful for you because today I want to talk about how to write a headline for your business website. So if you are a service provider, maybe you have a SaaS product, maybe you are in marketing for a company that's putting out a new product, a startup, and you're trying to think of a headline, right? You're struggling, you're spending hours on it. What should we say? Is it too technical? Is it saying the right things? Are we speaking to the right people? If you're taking all that time doing it for hours, you're doing it all wrong because you should be focusing then on really the quality of your product. You know, there's other things that are going to make you sell your product. It needs to be good. But here's the thing. I want to help you communicate what your product or service does really well and how it helps people change their lives. So that's what today's video is going to be about. Now, before we jump in, if you guys are watching live, you guys can comment. Please ask some questions about this. I'm happy to answer. That's why I do this live, so we can help, gather some insight, give you some more actionable tips to help you write a headline for your website that's going to be memorable. You know, it's going to grab attention and keep them reading. So I have a presentation here. So let's go ahead and I'll start that for you guys. Share screen. Yes. Chrome tab. Let's see here. How to write a headline. There we go. Got it. Let's present this bad boy. How to write a headline for your website. Yes, I already described that. So let's go into something very important here, guys. Your headline has 5 seconds to impress. 5 seconds before the reader goes on to another website, goes to maybe your competitor. So your headline needs to stop them in their tracks, get attention. You speak to them, evoke some feelings, have them imagine themselves acting on, a conviction. How can I help solve this specific problem? This headline says a lot. I'm going to keep reading, to see what this product or service offers, right? For your service provider, if they're trying to help, solve a problem by copywriting, by maybe some coaching, business coaching, social media marketing, how are they going to, picture their lives changing, right? Right to that. Don't get caught up with the big brand taglines is what is a big rule for me, because your small business doesn't have that brand loyalty yet. And it can't afford these vague headlines like a Nike Just Do It, think different like Apple, the happiest place on earth like Disneyland. You can't just write that. Even though it sounds cool, and it sounds bold, you want to think big here, right? But if you write that out, you're being too vague. And the business is like, who are these people? Like, who do they think they are? Like, if you're just a service provider and you are like the business coach, it's like, let's change the world. It's like, okay, all right. Like, who are you though? I haven't heard you. There's not a lot of testimonials. I haven't seen you speak. I haven't seen your YouTube. I'm just getting introduced to you, right? So helping change the world is a little bit vague for what you do. You need to be more specific. So that's why I wanted to present this headline to you, or this video to you guys today. So let's break down some ideas. Big thing is give them a simple idea that helps them see how cool they can be, not how cool you are. It's really a big part of my marketing philosophy by putting that customer first, their feelings first when writing effective copy, right? Write how cool they can be after they use your service. Don't talk about how cool you are right away. That's not going to excite them. They want to know, how you can change my life. How is my life going to get better? I want to use your service and I want to picture me living in a better world as my best self. And your headline can do that. And I talked about 5 seconds, but this can be done. So let's break it down into 3 simple steps. Number 1, start by writing out everything your business does. So if you're coaching, if you're a copywriter offering, a creative service, if you have a product, SaaS product, write all that it does. Write how it all helps people. Write the different tools, different features, benefits that you have. Take some quick time. Write out in bullets. That's it. Then determine the single most important thing you do to help change people's lives. What is that one thing that can really excite them, right? Start trimming it down into one short sentence, and that should be your headline. But again, remember to go back and think, let me talk about how cool my customers can be. A big reason brands stay in our lives and we have this brand loyalty and we like working with other people is the kind of manufacturer feeling, the manufacturer coolness, right? I honestly believe that. So talk about how cool they can be, not how cool they are, or not how cool you are. My apologies. So obviously I'm not going to just give you those 3 steps and let you go, all right, go on, happy writing, good luck to you. I want to just give you a real quick example here. So talk to your customer, not about yourself, right? I'm going to use Anchor as an example. Now, Anchor is a business model. It's a platform that created an all-one platform where people can easily create, distribute, and monetize a podcast from any device for free and across multiple podcast streaming apps. It's a simple way to build and create, distribute your podcast. You can market it. It's a really cool tool and it's free. So what's one more important idea? How can we start to trim this down? An easy to use tool to help create and distribute your podcast around the world for free. That's not bad. It would definitely break it down, and we don't go into so much detail, but it says a lot. So if we break that down even shorter into the short headline, I think it would work for your website. The easiest way to make your podcast. That resonates much more than all this all-in-one platform where people can easily create, distribute, and monetize a podcast from any device. That should be your subhead, right? Get into more detail. Grab their attention with that. The easiest way to make your podcast. Easiest way to make my podcast. Well, how? Well, all-in-one platform, distribute it to multiple streaming sites. And even if you go to anchor.com or anchor.fm, I believe is their URL, you can see how they break that down and how they write that out in their subhead to go into more detail. But again, the headline is this big, simple idea that breaks it down into one short sense of what you do, the easiest way to make your podcast. Another one that I really like, if you go down to Squarespace, guys, I've talked about this a lot just because I love how they're marketing. You know, if you compare like Squarespace to Wix, Squarespace sells more of that emotional side of things, right? It has you envision your best self in this better world after you start building your website, right? So let me stop sharing real quick. Let me go back to the site here because I want to share Squarespace's website here. And as we're watching here, so let me go ahead and just show you what they got going on here, because again, I really like what they do. So Squarespace, a website makes it real. Free trial, no credit card. They show a picture of a shop or a watch collection company. But a website makes it real that it is your dream, is your business, what you do, right? It's not just like making an easy way to make your website, the best way to make your website for free. They sell more of that emotional side of things. The website makes it real. So this goes a little step further than Anchor. And Squarespace obviously has some brand loyalty as well. And they don't just say make it real to be way more aspirational. They stick with it being a little bit more descriptive of adding that a website makes it real. But again, they talk about how cool you can be because your website makes it real, not just how cool they are. Be like, we're the best place to make your website. They don't say we are the best. They just say a website makes it real. It's really speaking to you in that sense. So again, they broke down all their ideas. You know, we are an easy to use platform with countless templates for you to build a website, build an attractive website to help grow your business. That's some of their big ideas and what their business does at a high level, right? But if we start trimming that down, you know, we create a tool that helps get your business out there with a website. Now, shorter headline, a website makes it real. Great. Love it. It really excites you. And then you can continue reading, look like an expert right from the start, create a website that brings your ideas to life, start with any website template. They go into more details of what you can do because they already got my attention. I was like, okay, how can I make this real? What else can you guys do for me? So that's why I wanted to share that with you. Just another example for you guys. Okay. So we got some people watching. Hello. Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free if you have any questions as you guys are watching along. Let me go back to my presentation here real quick, guys, as we go through. So we talked about the Anchor, breaking it down, one important idea, short headline, the easiest way to make your podcast. Now, going back, guys, the job of your headline is to get the reader to keep reading. I touched on this, right? You grab that attention, keep it, go on, keep them reading because they only got 5 seconds. So we want to have that top of the fold. You want to make it memorable. I touched on this in the beginning too. You should not be spending hours writing your tagline. If you're taking 2 to 3 hours jumbling all of these ideas, you're doing it wrong. It can't focus on your headline. It's going to make you all this money. Just try to break it down in these simple steps and use this 3-step formula that I'm talking about because I think it could really help you save a lot of time. It can really help you write a compelling and engaging and memorable headline. You know, what's going to help your business make money is focusing on the quality of your service, doing those little things right? Listening to your customers, building word of mouth, creating content, marketing yourself, right? Your headline is just going to grab attention and then you're going to start describing all the great things that you do with your service on your website. But again, the headline is very important, but you can't be focusing all this time on it. You have a lot of other things to accomplish with your business, right? Whether it's client work, whether it's responding to all these emails, phone calls, meetings, you got a lot going on, right? So I wanted to break this down into a 3 simple step formula that you guys can start using today to help write a engaging and great headline for your website. So I gave you guys some examples, break it down. We can even go back a little bit. Start by writing out everything your business does. Determine the single most important thing you do to help change people's lives. Trim that down to 1 short sentence. Talk about how cool they can be, not how cool you are. Stop sharing there. That's what I got today, guys. I hope this video is helpful. And most importantly, I hope it's actionable for you guys. So write your headline with confidence. You can do this. Save some time. Use this formula. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Everybody who's watching on YouTube, please join the Facebook Copy Co-op community. It's a great group of creative writers, freelancers, marketers, sharing tips, exclusive tips and videos and interviews that can help you grow your service providing business, help you grow, help you write memorable copy for your product or service as well. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in, and we will see you on the next Live Mini Masterclass next week. Cheers.